Hello and welcome back to my limited heal run of Pokemon Yellow. In the last episode we made our way down Cycling Road, and I did do a little bit of extra training in between episodes. Just a little bit though, because yeah, my team is in pretty bad shape. I didn't want to spend money on the burn heals. Bulby could still go a little longer, but honestly, we are going to do more training in this episode anyway, so we might as well go ahead and use one of our tokens. We are going to start by using one of our tokens. And we're gonna go up. Oh gee, I forget the names of the routes because they don't tell you in this game when you go onto the routes. But you know, the route that's to the east of Fuchsia City, we're gonna do that next. Because I think, if I remember correctly, the trainers there are also around the 20s, pretty similar to Cycling Road. So that's kind of the next sort of place to go to do some training. We're gonna fight our way up until we get to the Snorlax. After which, we're gonna kind of turn back around, because I don't want to fight the Snorlax yet. As I've said a few times before, I want to save him just in case we need to catch him. Alright, let's see. Have we caught enough Pokemon? No. I have not. Actually, let me see how many I did catch, because I said no on that. Let me pretend and say yes. And see if it works. Nope. Only 17. So, in other words, I'm like the actual Ash from the anime. Actually, probably doing a little better off than Ash in the anime in this season, but, you know. Alright, let's go ahead. So we're gonna fight trainers, so this is gonna be kind of another fillery episode this time around, but I figured the trainers are at a low enough level, I want to get these guys out of the way. So that next, well, I want to look at the gym leader levels, honestly, coming up. I know for Sabrina, actually, oh man, why do we have to miss? I know for Sabrina that we are going to be facing all level 50 Pokemon. So, do I want to switch out? Because Bulby's not doing so hot. And our defense fell. Alright, let's switch. Well, for Charlie. But yeah. I know for Sabrina we have to fight her level 50 Pokemon and Sleep Powder. Do I still have the Pokeflute? Might be worthwhile here. Oh no, there it is. I was gonna say I deposited the Pokeflute, but I didn't. Anyway, so for Sabrina we have to face level 50 Pokemon. For Koga, I believe it's pretty much the same. I'm gonna, well actually I could probably look it up right now. What did I just click on? I just clicked on, a random, oh. Well, there I go, spamming A while I'm looking up stuff, because I was thinking I was in the fight menu, and instead I'm gonna get hurt by poison and miss a turn. Ooh, okay, that was a crit, so at least it was a crit. Alright, come on, Charlie, you can take it. You can take this thing out, right? Not quite. Alright, we should be able to last one more turn. Anyway, what I was saying was I accidentally pulled up, somehow, the Pokemon Sun and Moon strategy guide on Barnes. 2 crits in a row?! Alright, we can take this thing out. Come on, Charlie, take it out with the scratch. This is gonna be a risk, isn't it? Alright. Well, we can't use Charlie anymore. We pretty much, he's spent for this battle. I'm gonna swap in Sleepy, but I want to get Bulby the experience, because unfortunately Bulby's falling behind. Bulby, one of my favorite Pokemon, has fallen behind in levels. So anyway, I was going to look up, oh I know I was going to look up the Pokemon Yellow gym leaders. Gym leaders. Alright. So yeah, not doing much to us there, Oddish, but let's see if we can take you out with just a confusion. And we can. Alright, so. I did not see what Pokemon that was, but it doesn't much matter because we are sending out Bulby anyway. It's a Tangela. Interesting. Tangela's gonna be a bit more on the defensive side, isn't it? Oh, but you know what? We can poison it. So let's go for that. We can't Leech Seed it, of course. Okay, so actually Koga in this game, because he has 3 Venonat and a Venomoth, his level structure changed. Like, his lowest level Pokemon's level 44, and highest is level 50. So, I guess in terms of Pokemon Yellow, I know in Pokemon Red and Blue, his Pokemon are actually at pretty comparable level to Sabrina's. But in this case, you should clearly take Koga on before Sabrina. But before we do that, I think we'll take on Silphco, because I believe the highest level Pokemon we have to fight in Silphco is somewhere around level 40. So that would be a better path to go first. But because we could face Pokemon up to level 40, I think it would be wise to take this route that we're on right now and level up our Pokemon a little bit more. I hope all of that made sense, because I'm kind of doing 3 things at once. I'm trying to give you delightful commentary and informative commentary while being stuck in a battle with a very annoying Tangela, and also looking at information about Gym Leader's Pokemon. So yeah, we'll take on Koga first, is pretty much what I'm getting at. But I think I will do Silph before Koga. So even though we're here in Fuchsia already, we're gonna, after we do this whole route and the route attached to it, we're going to go back to Saffron and take on Silph. That is the plan. That is the plan. Alright, now that we're done with this annoying trainer battle, let's go ahead and heal up a little bit. Good thing I stocked up on fresh waters, because let me tell you something. I knew there were going to be a lot of grass types on this route. I believe there are quite a few. There's a few bird keepers on this route, and I think there's a few grass trainers. So, lots of status ailments from the grass trainers. Lots of potential crits from the bird keepers. Alright, what do you have, my good sir? Oh, bird Pokemon. Alright, we've got a bird keeper here. Of course, we're leading with Bulby, not the best to lead with, but we're getting him experience, it's alright. We have options of who we can switch into. And we've got Pidgeotto. I guess we'll send out Banana. I mean, Shades could do well, Banana could do well, Dino Bunny could do well. We'll send out Banana. Because, this is pretty much all Banana's good for, this and water types, whereas we could save Dino Bunny and Shades' PP for other Pokemon that we want to fight. And it's a Farfetch'd, so let's go switch back to Bulby. Farfetch'd's yellow sprite is pretty nice. Less menacing looking than his red and blue sprite for sure. Alright, let's switch. Farfetch'd. Is Farfetch'd the only Pokemon with an apostrophe in his name? I'm trying to think. I actually want to say no, but I think it might be. I don't know why I want to say no, though. What other Pokemon could have a... What other Pokemon... Do any other Pokemon have punctuation in their name? I mean, I guess I wouldn't count Nidoran, male or female, because those, like, male-female symbols are not really punctuation. Any other Pokemon that have punctuation in their name? Aside from, you know, the glitch Pokemon in Generation 3 or whatever, question mark, question mark, question mark, or whatever random missing no Pokemon have random characters. You know, I mean legit non-glitch Pokemon. Well, okay, actually, yeah, Mr. Mime and Mime Jr.? Does Mime Jr. also have the period at the end of Junior? Mr. Mime has a period in his name. I believe the official spelling he does. That might be it. Mr. Mime, Mime Jr., and... Oh, I meant to switch, but that's alright. Mr. Mime, Mime Jr., and Farfetch'd. Are those the only 3 Pokemon with punctuation in their name? Question of the day. Can you think of any other Pokemon that have punctuation in their name? Alright, let's take on this, I believe, also another bird keeper. Yep, my birds are shivering. Alright, well that sounds nice. I mean, I am walking around with a Pikachu, so I guess that would seem like a threat to you. And we've got a Dodrio. Gotta watch out for this guy. Alright, I'm thinking... I mean, Pikachu would still be a good choice, but I'm thinking Dino Bunny, because we probably have better defenses against this thing. It's gonna growl, though, predicting the switch into our physical attacker. But that's alright, because he's gonna do just a little... fraction of damage to us. Let's Rock Slide, see what that does. I guess that still would have been a 2-shot even without the growl, but he's gonna growl us again, so this is gonna make this a 3-shot. But after this, we should be able to finish it off with like a Horn Attack or something. Yeah, I think a Horn Attack should be enough. And it didn't growl us again, so that's good. We gotta deal with this Fury Attack here. Alright, how many hits are we gonna get? 4 times. And we're just gonna Horn Attack back, which has the same animation as Fury Attack. Okay, Doduo, or Doduo, whatever your pleasure is. I guess Doduo makes more sense because it's a Dodo Duo. He's not really a dodo, though. He's an ostrich. But, and I do say Dodrio. Or do I say Dodrio? I guess it depends. The anime... The Pokerap said Dodrio. The actual anime, though, said Dodrio. I think they said Doduo, though. I mean, Doduo sounds more like you're saying dodo. Which, again, I don't think it's a dodo. I think it's an ostrich. But I guess dodos are flightless birds, too, and that's what they're getting at with it. I don't know. Another question of the day. Is it Doduo or Doduo? And Dodrio or Dodrio? Yeah, you know, I realize I've already started making a second list of top 10 Pokemon I can't pronounce right. Something tells me I could make a good 5 or 6 of those top 10 lists. The more I see different Pokemon, the more I never know. Surprisingly, a lot of them are coming from Generations 1 and 2, where I watched the anime the most, and so that's kind of where I got my pronunciations from, only to realize that some of them were not actually the correct official pronunciations. At least according to the games. Alright, so this girl's gonna show us a Pokemon she got in a trade. I wonder what that one is. A Gloom. Okay, so it's not really a trade evolution Pokemon. But I guess, like, if you were playing Blue version and she showed you a Gloom, that would make sense because you can only get Gloom through trade from Red version. Or I guess Yellow version in this case. What is it with Acid and getting crits? Was Acid a high crit ratio move in Generation 1? That's like the third crit Acid in a row out of every time Acid's been used. Okay, finally, not a crit. And we got a crit of our own, thankfully. I mean, Acid also lowers defense. Was it a high crit move? Or am I just getting really unlucky? Alright, we're back here. We're gonna switch to Sleepy this time. Sleepy still needs the majority of experience anyway. I think we can solo Koga's gym with Sleepy pretty much. Provided we keep an eye out on our PP. Probably have Charlie take care of some of them with Dig, of course. Oh, you know, we also will probably take on the Fighting Dojo before we take on Koga's gym. Because again, get Sleepy some more experience before the gym. Sleepy's gonna be MVP, just you wait and see. I almost dropped bars there, if I hadn't hesitated. I never thought I'd say the words drop bars, especially not in a YouTube video. But actually YouTube video is the most appropriate place for it, I guess. Be all hip and trendy like all the other YouTubers out there. Alright, we got a crit that we probably didn't need. Do I have any paralyzed heals? I did buy some. I bought some antidotes. I bought some burn heals. I didn't buy awakenings because we do have the Poke Flute. But I bought... There we go. There's paralyzed heals. What's TM21 again? Why do I keep forgetting what these TMs are? Maybe because I'm so used to them being named. Mega Drain. Oh, right. I have to decide whether to give that to Bulby or not. It might be okay in place of Leech Seed, honestly, because I can't use Leech Seed on grass types anyway. I don't know. But then again, I don't know. Alright, so this is level 29 Bulbasaur. We're level 29 Ivysaur. We should have the advantage here, so I'm going to try for a cut. You know what? I should have saved... Body Slam was a TM, right? I should have saved the TM for Body Slam and given it to Bulby. But I guess considering we had to give him Cut and we can't get rid of that anyway, we kind of needed to save that move slot for Cut. Body Slam would have been nice, though. I'm pretty sure it can learn Body Slam. I don't remember, though, now that I think of it. Alright, we've got level 29 Ivysaur against level 29 Ivysaur. I know it doesn't have Cut, so I think we're pretty set. I don't think this thing can really touch us with anything. Can use, like, Poison Powder or something. No, can't use Poison Powder. I mean, it can Vine Whip us, and that's about it. But I think if it goes straight through level up, it might have forgotten Vine Whip by now. and only know attacks that don't affect us, like Poison Powder and maybe Leech Seed. Actually, Bulbasaur learns Leech Seed before Vine Whip, so it would probably... If it doesn't have Vine Whip, it doesn't have Leech Seed either. I don't know what its other moves were, but all it did was try to poison us. Oh, I wonder, does it use our first type in determining what's super effective against us? And since we're a grass type first, it used Poison Powder because poison is super effective against grass. Do we just, like, take advantage of a glitch in the game? Sounds like we did. Alright, we have a coughing here. Do I want to use Charlie? Oh, Charlie, I have not healed you yet. So in that case, let's use Sleepy. See, like, in this case, though, if we had to fight this coughing with Bulby, having Leech Seed instead of Mega Drain would be a good thing, because we could take a reliable amount of HP from him. But, I mean, we could obviously always switch into Sleepy and one-shot everything. That seems to be a good idea. Alright, let's try, since Grimer can't blow up, let's try to Leech Seed this thing. Gonna take just a little bit every turn. But I don't think Grimer's as physically defensive as Coughing is. It's still gonna take quite a few hits. Okay, disabled Leech Seed. If it had disabled Cut, I might have just taken the plunge and switched out, because I did not need to deal with that. I don't know how many of these trainers we're gonna fight, actually. I might need to take on the rest of these trainers maybe off-screen. I mean, I hate to leave out so much, but, you know, this is kind of just battles. And, you know, I know sometimes I had said I would cut out in between battles, although really all these battles are back-to-back, so I'm not walking that far between battles. Most of the time taken here is doing the battles. Oh, there's Razor Leaf. I was wondering when we were going to learn Razor Leaf. And we're only 2 levels away from evolving. Alright, let's forget Vine Whip. Might not be a good idea, because I like to have attacking moves for PP. But Vine Whip doesn't do that much anyway, so we're actually it's more advantageous to us to have Razor Leaf and go with, like, a Leech Seed Poison Powder combo. And we could always teach Mega Drain if we have to. If we absolutely have to. Sleepy just tearing through. Oh, not quite a one-shot. I guess I could have gone for Psychic, but we'll just headbutt it instead. Okay, so now that we got Bulby to level 30, actually, we can start training someone else. We should get Dino Bunny to level 30. Because now, he used to lead our pack, and now he's our lowest level Pokemon. Oh, how the tides turn. Let's go ahead and give a fresh water to Charlie, though, just in case we need to use him. And also to Sleepy, too, because why not? And I'm looking at the time, and we're already getting close to the 20-minute mark. Which means we have not traveled very far on this route, and we've already arrived at pretty close to a pretty good time to stop. Which I hate to do that, because we really haven't gone that far at all. But I promise, I don't want, I guess I had said, I'm trying to think if I had said in the previous episode that I would train against some of the trainers on this route in between episodes. I might have intended to do that, but what I ended up doing instead was going back to Cycling Road and fighting some wild Pokemon. I couldn't really do that many battles anyway because we really needed a heal. So I guess what I can do in between, I'll fight a few more of these guys, but then I'll take on the rest of the trainers sort of off-screen as another training montage. Which means, why did I do Horn Attack? I should have done another Body Slam because this is not going to knock it out. Oh well. We'll just use another Horn Attack. Save some PP for Body Slam. Anyway, that'll mean we might have to use 2 tokens in 2 episodes, which is quite a bit. But in Silphco, we have a free heal. Actually, maybe I'll save it for that free heal. I don't know. Plus, we have a rival battle, though. And, oh, you know what, though? I still have not used my free heal in Pokemon Tower. I forgot about that. Let's see, let's Body Slam. So yeah, that is still fair game. I can free heal in Pokemon Tower 1 time. Oh, I didn't mean to body slam again. I just spammed A. I wanted to save PP and use Horn Attack. Oh well, Dino Bunny is level 30 now. Alright, got a coughing. Let's Horn Attack. Can we 2-shot it with Horn Attack? Oh, it's gonna be a 3-shot, but as long as we're here, I might as well keep going for Horn Attack. Like I said, save some PP. Alrighty, so the thing is that free heal, I want to know like when the best time to use it is. But I guess since I'm gonna have another free heal coming up, I could use the free heal in Pokemon Tower before I go to Silph-Co. And then we have a rival battle in Silph-Co, we'll get back the token we spent in this episode. So it should all be good. Let's see. Because we have all these, this route, when I think about it, this route has so many trainers. There's all the trainers on this route, like the ones going the way we're going, and then we can go up and go back right to left and fight a whole bunch more trainers, I believe. Unless that's only in Gold and Silver. No, I think there's still trainers up there. And then there's the route to the north, where there aren't quite as many trainers, but there's still a good ton of them in there. Oh, you're playing dirty now, aren't you? Well, hopefully, let's try double kick. I don't know if this will be even enough with... Okay, it is. Okay, good. I mean, it is neutral effective. Just sometimes I've been disappointed in how much even a super effective double kick does. Like, let's check out this Wigglytuff and see how much... Alright, that was a crit, but they're both gonna be crits, right? So that should... Nope. Yeah, I thought it was just gonna barely not knock it out. Oh, and we're sung to sleep. Now, it might be better to just heal before we use the Pokeflute, just in case it has, like, double slap and gets a crit. Or it's gonna defense curl, but, you know, there's no rollout in this generation, so it's not that big of a deal. You know, I should have used my one awakening that I still have just to save item space. There's the double slap. Not a crit though. Now, you ever notice with double slap, like, I forget what it's called in Japan. It's something like continuous slap or whatever, round trip slap, something like that. But I know people are like, oh, why is it double slap if it hits more than twice? But if you look at the animation for double slap, well, it's like double kick. I know double kick hits twice, but bear with me. The animation shows each hit is like 2 kicks. So to me, it's like, well, that's what the double slap is. Each time, like, if you imagine, this would be much easier if I had webcam. But like, you slap with the palm of your hand and then you slap with the backhand. That's one hit, but that's a double slap. So I think that's what it is. That's the double slap part, and then you can do it up to 5 times. That's my little theory on it. I was thinking of making a video on that, but it seemed like a small topic to make an entire video on, so I just mentioned it here. Alright, I do think after we beat this trainer, we probably have to call it a day. Well, we're not quite at 25 minutes yet. I did not need to body slam again. I could have double kicked. But oh well. I don't even need to be training Dino Bunny anymore, to be honest. Okay. Sand attack failed. Good, because we're gonna double kick. Don't ask me how we're kicking a bird, but we are. It's like that thing, it's like explanation of type weaknesses. And one of them is like, why is fighting not very effective against flying? And it's like, have you ever tried to punch a bird? Alright, so I think this guy's gonna be a bird keeper, speaking of birds. So let's get, oh, actually we have to get Shades up to level 30. I forgot about him. We have Ice Beam, so we can do that. I'm not into it, but okay, let's go. This guy might not be a bird keeper, actually. He is a bird keeper, so never mind. You notice he has, like, a real-life bird on his arm? See, Pokemon's, evolved, no pun intended, over the years. It kind of started out as this world where there were real-world places and animals, and Pokemon just so happened to be in it. And now it's evolved into this thing where Pokemon are the only animals of the world. And it's interesting how they've kind of... I don't know if they have actually, like, retconned it very well. I mean, I guess the remakes, you could say, have retconned it. But there's all the fans always like to speculate as to, you know, what happened to the real-world animals and why do we compare Pokemon to real-world animals in the Pokedex. Yeah, I mean, I know from the franchise's point of view what happened. It started off as one thing and it kind of evolved into this sort of self-contained world where Pokemon are just the animals of the world, but it wasn't always that way, I'm assuming. Alright, so we're at a little bit of a fork in the road here. We can keep going north and fight more trainers. We can come back and fight more trainers. I think I'm gonna spare you guys and do that on, like, some off-screen time. And so this will be the filler. I'm gonna do that. When I meet up with you, I'll probably heal. Well, I'm gonna see how my team does, if I can take on all these trainers and still be in pretty good shape. But we'll probably resume. I'll heal at Pokemon Tower, my free heal, then we'll start to take on Silphco, probably. And so that is my plan for the next episode, but in the meantime, if you like this video, please leave a like, or leave a comment as well, or actually both. I prefer both, because it's nice to hear from you guys as well. Anyway, also subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date on when my latest videos come out. Also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can like my page on Facebook, or follow me on Twitter. The links are in the description. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Pikachu, say thank you. And I will see you on the next episode of my limited heal run of Pokemon Yellow.